notice how someone making six figures can still be consistently stressed out about money while someone else who's making half that sleeps peacefully at night? I've seen millionaires panic over a $200 expense and people who are deep in debt who feel surprisingly calm about their finances. After working with thousands of people across all income levels, I've discovered something shocking. Your financial anxiety actually has less to do with how much money you have and more to do with what I call broke baggage, the emotional weight you carry about those numbers. Hi, everyone. I'm Claire Wasserman, founder and author of Ladies Get Paid. And today we are diving into something that affects almost all of us, but rarely gets discussed: broke baggage. So, what is broke baggage? It is that feeling that you never have enough money no matter what's in your account. It's feeling guilty or uncomfortable asking for more, and it's feeling like you're drowning and can just never get your head above water. In short, broke baggage, it's feeling like money controls you and not the other way around. Now, I'm not going to gaslight you and tell you that financial anxiety is all in your head. I mean, money does make things easier. It buys you time, space, and freedom. But here's the truth I've discovered after running a community of 55,000 people, being in millions of dollars worth of debt myself, and then getting a master's certificate in financial psychology. What is in your bank account does not matter as much as how you feel about what's in that account. So today I want to give you practical tools to start relieving and releasing that financial anxiety, that broke baggage, so that you can create a healthier relationship with money regardless of your current financial situation. This, my friends, is the foundation for everything else. Let me start by saying something that you probably won't believe at first. Whatever is happening on the outside, you create your reality on the inside. This doesn't mean financial struggles aren't real. I mean, of course they are, but you can protect yourself emotionally by learning to objectively engage with your thoughts and emotions about money. So, what does it actually mean to objectively engage? Well, it's not about controlling your thoughts and emotions or telling yourself to shut up, because that's like you trying to push a bouncing ball under the water. Every time that you stuff it down, what happens? It pops back up, and usually at inconvenient times and inconvenient ways. So instead, objective engagement means learning to observe your emotions and thoughts about money in a non-judgmental way, and maybe even injecting a little self-compassion. I mean, life is hard enough, right? Why make it harder for yourself? When we dig beneath the surface of financial anxiety, I think you may find that it boils down to two core fears: feeling helpless, so the fear that you can't control your financial situation or solve your money problems. And then there's the feeling of being unloved or unworthy. So it's this fear that your financial situation reflects your value as a person, right? Who you are, and might cause others to reject you in some way. These things are not your fault, okay? They are part of what I call your survival wiring. We evolved as human beings to constantly scan for threats and to problem solve. But when this system is constantly activated around money, well, it creates chronic anxiety. Sound familiar? So here's what happens physiologically when you are caught in financial anxiety. Your body goes into fight or flight, right? This state of contraction. And when you're in this state, it becomes much harder to see alternative solutions because you are literally not thinking clearly. Your prefrontal cortex, okay, that rational part of your brain, it has gone offline. And that's why making money decisions when you're financially anxious, it can often lead to poor choices. Your brain simply is not equipped for complex decision making in that state. So the first step in addressing broke baggage is knowing your triggers. So those specific situations that tend to spiral you into financial anxiety. So mine might include, sending out a newsletter, promoting a course of mine and nobody purchases, or maybe people unsubscribing from my paid subscription, waking up at night in terror that I can't afford to give my kids what they deserve. So once you know your triggers, you can prepare for them emotionally and logistically. So this removes the element of surprise, which will then help contain the emotional fallout. For example, knowing that when my emails don't lead to sales causes my anxiety, I can prepare by taking a deep breath before I send it out, and then just spend about 15 minutes doing what I call designated dwell time. So during that time, I'm basically giving myself permission to freak out, but I contain it. It's also important to remember that there are micro moments that don't tell the true story. Instead of fixating on, one email that doesn't sell anything, I need to look at the data in the aggregate. So over a week, a month, a quarter, a year, am I on track to reach my goal? Let me share another quick example from my own life. So as a primary breadwinner, I'm going to be honest, I'm just not making the money that I want to make right now. So even though rationally I know that I can cover our basic needs, I have intense feelings about this. I'm disappointed in myself. I worry that I'm letting my kids down, and I'm afraid that I'm just not going to be able to figure this out soon. I've also learned to recognize these feelings without becoming consumed by them. I've developed tools to help calm my nervous system when I start to spiral, to identify what I'm really afraid of, and to take small actions that address the core fears rather than just the surface anxiety. These tools have helped me move from a place of constant financial anxiety to a more grounded relationship with money, even when the numbers themselves haven't changed that dramatically. For this week, I want you to start identifying your own broke baggage by answering these questions. What are your money triggers? When do you most often feel financial anxiety? What stories do you tell yourself when these triggers happen? And where do you feel financial anxiety in your body? If you feel brave enough, I invite you to share your money triggers in the comments. Just naming it is a first and very important step to making change. Now, in our next video, I'll share my 5-finger framework, BAFA, BAFAH, for calming your nervous system during money freakouts. It is a practical tool that you can use immediately when financial anxiety strikes. And remember, addressing broke baggage isn't about ignoring real financial challenges. It is about creating an internal foundation of stability that allows you to make better decisions about those challenges. Until next time. Oh, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, ding, 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 so you don't miss any upcoming videos. See you soon.